I'd like to welcome y'all to This Week in R&B. I'm your host, Valentine.
Bobby the Truth.
Kosine the Connect.
And we're going to jump right into this shit.
Come on.
Let's go.
Mount Rushmore.
Let's do it.
The mountaintop.
Come on.
Who are the four
Yeah.
that have been chosen?
Come on.
Because everybody, listen. Before we even get into this shit, the one thing I understand is that music is subjective.
That's
Yes, it
right.
is.
That's right.
Everybody has what they believe to be theirs, right? Which I don't fight anybody's. That's their thing. I might talk shit, but truthfully,
Yeah.
you got your opinion of what you like and
no
what
right
you
or
think.
wrong answer. Right or wrong
There's
answer.
certain wrong
Oh,
answers.
there's some right or wrong.
You can say some wrong.
There is some.
we just went completely away from what the fuck we just said, but it's fine.
No, that's true. No, but I understand what y'all saying though. I do.
Yeah, because some things are foolish.
Yeah. Don't be on the
Some
bullshit.
things are foolish, right? And some things just have to be brought to the light.
Okay.
I saw a post about, some people's Mount Rushmore. And I looked at it and I'm like, it's cool. I respect it. I'm one of those people, though, that just say it's some people that should never be left off of certain things.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
And the one omission that I personally saw that I'm like, I don't think it's valid if you don't have this man. And that man to me was James Brown.
You fucked me up with that.
Right?
You
Who
fucked
is
me up with
also considered the Godfather of Soul, is the creator of subgenres of R&B music,
Talk your shit, Jay.
of soul and funk, which come from the motherland of James Brown, and him being an R&B artist. Have they heard It's a Man's World? Have they heard Please, Please, Please?
Try me.
Try
Come
me.
on, Bobby.
Try me.
Come on.
Get up off
Bobby.
of that thing.
Get up off of that
That's
thing.
what the uptempo used to sound like.
Huh.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. When you spoke on James earlier, my spirit was convicted because full transparency, I didn't have him on my list.
Okay. That's it.
And
You fool.
this is an educational this is an educational teachable moment because as we walk through the man's catalog,
It's nasty. And everybody has sampled from it. And he is the research.
yeah.
If you want to be a performer and singer, listen, because this is the other thing.
Come on, tell him.
When James Brown was here, we had no help. There was no
Now,
help.
can you tell him what help is,
What
Jay?
does that mean? What does that mean?
There was no tweaking. There was no turning up. There was no... You had to sing your songs top to bottom.
Yeah.
There was
And
no
then-
auto-tune is what he's saying.
Fuck, no,
Yeah.
I'm not even talking about the auto-tune.
Okay,
Yeah.
all
I
right.
ain't talking about the auto-tune.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
The take was Sing It Again.
Oh, he mean how at the studio.
Yeah,
At the- let's start
It was
there.
with a live band.
Let's
No
start
one.
there.
over.
There was no
No comp.
punching, no comp.
Yeah.
There were no Harvey Mason Juniors.
Yeah.
Shout out
Yeah.
to Harvey, who's an
Yeah.
amazing vocal producer.
CEO of the Grammys.
No sauces.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yep.
You said no sauce.
Salute
You know what I'm
to
saying?
sauce. Salute to sauce.
Come on. Like
Yeah.
they didn't have these people who were this great to fix it.
No cucarels. No cucarels.
Come on, shout out
Yeah.
to Cucarell.
Yeah.
That's a cool
Right?
name. I don't know who that is, but his name is cool as hell.
Oh man,
Oh, he's a
you know
legend.
Rihanna, you know Money Long.
Yeah.
That's who's recording those. Yeah.
So
Okay.
you gotta add to his greatness when you mention that. And we're not gonna even get into the fact that he wrote and produced all of it. He played the instruments.
My take, especially from the movie, was how he managed his band.
Yeah.
You
Come on.
niggas want to be late? I'ma find
yeah.
your ass. Oh, you want to miss the hit when I'm on stage? I'ma find your ass.
Yeah.
Precision.
Yeah.
Perfection.
Perfect.
Yeah.
He wasn't
Have you ever
playing.
seen, I can't sit here and name off the top of my head an artist who is dripping sweat. Maybe Beyonce.
Right.
I'm talking about dripping sweat. I'm talking about, because JB had the perm too. Let's, you know what I mean? or something like a perm.
Sweating that thing out.
Sweating it out.
Sweat that
Yeah.
thing.
So try me.
Yeah.
Try me.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
and
Okay.
with no full studio at the front of the house.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
he just gave you another bar.
what he
I heard
did and what he's done for the industry can never be duplicated. There's no Michael Jackson without James Brown.
That's
There's
right.
no Bobby Brown without James Brown.
That's right.
There's no Usher. There's no Chris Brown.
He crawls.
There's no R. Kelly.
He crawls so them niggas can walk. Yeah,
absolutely. So getting into that, I'll go first of my 4. I don't know. You guys have your 4.
James Brown. Yeah.
So James Brown's 1. Stevie Wonder.
Yes.
Michael Jackson. And Robert Kelly.
Okay.
Those are my 4.
Okay.
My personal 4.
My list is almost exact to yours.
And that's a man's Mount Rushmore. That's because this was what was put up. My woman's Mount Rushmore would be different. Totally, but this is my man's Mount Rushmore.
I didn't know it was a man and a woman, so I have Whitney on mine.
Come on, Whitney.
You know what I'm saying? But we have the similar, Michael Jackson, Stevie, Brother Kales, of course, Chi-Town, and Whitney. You know what I mean? When I think of just the greatest voice, man, I sometimes just watch Whitney Houston videos to just calm my spirit.
Yeah.
And even just to watch her as a singer, so many people don't understand as a singer. And then, of course, me being a saxophone player, your secret weapon is breath. So if you ever watch Whitney and watch her breathe while she sings, how her back fills up with air. There's so many times when if I'm doing a vocal lesson or even helping other people, it's like, you're not breathing. This woman was a force. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's my Mount Rushmore. What you got, Bobby?
Mine's is going to be Stevie Wonder at the top. Marvin Gaye.
Okay.
Donny Hathaway.
I had Donnie. I was fighting between Donnie and Whitney. I was fighting.
Donny Hathaway.
Yeah.
I respect it.
Yeah.
I'm going to go James Brown too.
Yeah.
But Donnie for me.
Yeah. Oh, it's amazing.
I don't know how he could ever get left off any list. The dude I'm talking about, if you talking soul,
come on,
singing,
come on,
just an instrument with his voice, man.
Yeah, yeah. I look at Donny Hathaway as not enough work because he passed so early. With all due respect, you know what I mean? Like that's just me.
Yeah.
Right. His impact has been amazing, and he's touched so many vocalists. I wish.
Yeah, we got more.
I wish we got more and more albums. So if you look at mine, it's a lot of music.
Yeah.
Everybody that I name has a lot of music, has a huge catalog, right? And I'm going to give my woman side too, since we here, and it's a lot of women that watch us.
Yeah, all right, well, let's get into it.
Aretha Franklin.
Ooh, yes.
Whitney Houston.
Yes.
Beyonce.
Oh.
Mary J. Blige.
Wow.
That's
as a singer?
This is not about singer. This is the greatest R&B artist on Mount Rushmore.
Okay.
To me, those are the 4 greatest, in my opinion.
Yeah, of course.
You know, everybody has their opinion.
Wait, did you know Whitney Houston?
No.
Oh, you didn't? She was on her. Okay.
Yeah, he got Whitney.
Aretha, Whitney, Beyonce.
Okay.
Mary J. Blige.
What you got?
I wasn't prepared for this, Bobby.
That's okay.
I want to take my time.
It should be quick.
I want to do
let
a
me
deep
finish,
dive.
I got something for the. You know what I'm saying? I got something. Come on.
Well, you go first. Be ready then.
You want
get in there. Yeah, let me meditate a little bit.
Listen, Whitney Houston is she's the top of the top.
Okay.
Yep.
I got Whitney Houston. I got Kim Burrell.
She ain't even. She doesn't sing R&B music.
I know, but she's a sing. Can we not?
She doesn't sing R&B music.
Okay.
There's got to be something like that.
Okay. So I got Whitney Houston. Then I got Aretha Franklin, like Jay does. I have Jasmine Sullivan.
Okay.
She's one of the
you know she's my favorite.
Female singers.
She's my favorite.
And then
I don't feel like the catalog is there yet.
And then I got Brandy. Brandy is my.
I respect it. I respect it.
Sick.
I respect it.
Sick.
Okay. Whitney. I do want to put Jasmine because I think about Jasmine on Apollo Kids.
Oh, wow.
Cooking.
She was on Apollo Kids, and I was like,
crazy.
Wait, she's a child. But her voice was already there as a kid.
Wow.
So Whitney, Jasmine. I'm actually going to go Lauryn Hill just because that Miseducation,
okay.
You know.
One of the greatest albums ever created.
It could all be so simple.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you rather make it hard. Like, and then I need a 4th one, huh? R&B, 4th one. I'll go Aretha. I won't swim against the current.
And so before we jump off it, that's why I got my championship shit on, Jay. My GOAT shit, right?
I saw you looking
for all
like
y'all that don't know, especially you young people, Michael Jordan is the greatest basketball player that ever played basketball.
R&B
GOAT conversation. That's why I got this shit on. And we was talking about the GOATs. Everybody that we named is not a self-proclaimed GOAT. They are GOATs because everybody else, all you young people gotta be out there calling yourself the king of something or the GOAT of something. Actually do some shit before you call yourself a GOAT, okay? That's all I got to say.
Oh, I always say
have the championships to go with it, have the accolades to go with it, have the live performance to go with it. Before you get out here talking about you the king of R&B, young fellas.
I always say when you say you the best or you the king or the GOAT, the question is, who else say that? Does anybody else say that?
Right.
Or is that just you?
Right.
Because there's been a few times when brothers puff their chests out and I'm like, does anybody else say that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm with you on
So
that.
y'all not with the self-proclaimed anything.
No, I'm not.
What about speaking it into existence? Lil Wayne spoke it into existence. He said, "I'm the greatest rapper alive since the greatest rapper retired."
There was other
and
people.
a lot of people jumped at that and got mad, and then he went on a tear, and then a lot of people had to say, "You know what? You're damn right."
Okay, but okay.
So if he don't say that,
okay,
right?
But no, that's a good point. That's a good point.
But there were people early that was on. Wayne was like that early. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Especially,
but nobody had said it before he said it about himself.
But Jay, he backed it up though.
He backed it up.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying.
So that's what I'm saying. Unless you're gonna back it up.
Come on, man. That's all I'm saying.
Then, okay, we'll give that.
Yeah.
We'll give that then. If you're gonna say it, get to work.
Get to work. Stand on it.
I love that. I love that. Next. Speaking of kings,
okay,
you know how I feel about Bobby Brown.
Okay,
you know how I feel about Bobby Brown.
On, baby.
Do not take his crown from when he had his run.
Yeah,
wasn't nobody fucking with Bobby when he had his run, right? So, Bobby Brown was just on the Shannon Sharp show, and he said Chris Brown is closer to Michael Jackson than Usher is, in his opinion.
Come on, now.
He's starting shit. He's starting shit. He's starting shit.
I'm rolling with him 100%.
Okay.
I'm with him.
Okay.
Because if we talking, again, Bobby Brown can speak on that because Bobby Brown, they didn't call him the king of R&B, they called him the king of stage. Bobby Brown was ripping stages apart.
He's ripping them apart.
Right? And so if he say that, right, and he was first to do it, and he's looking at these young guys coming up under him, right? He's like, okay, like he said, the performance, right? Like, what are they doing in that performance, right? Chris is so aggressive and so creative. When I see Usher, I see choreographed, right? I see choreographed. I see very.
As you also see choreographed, do you see polished?
I do see polished.
Because that is something that is, has to, they got to be at it.
I'm with you. I see polished. This is what I love about Usher. Usher, the singing is amazing.
Amazing.
The singing is absolutely amazing. But if you're going to go to a show and you're going to watch a nigga rip it apart with the dancing and all the, Chris is on, he's in a class of his own with that.
I see it as a sideways compliment because you kind of saying, okay, Usher is in a pocket in a league of his own. He does his own thing. He has his own identity. There's a lot of artists that do not fuck with being compared to people. They want to be able to stand on their own.
That's not how Bobby meant.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, I know.
Especially when all these niggas was trying to be Michael Jackson. Let's be clear. Like, we can't do that.
No, I get it. But
that's why people say, who is the closest? Because everybody was trying to be Mike.
Yeah.
So we can't say, they became a thing of their own. No, they didn't.
But this is the thing. Usher got his own pocket. You know what I'm saying? He got his own pocket. I went back and rolled back the tape of Usher at Michael Jackson's funeral, 7709. When he walked down off the stage and put his hand on the casket, bro. So the love, the homage is there. You know, I'm sure he could probably do a kick and try to go in a little harder if possible. But Usher's in he walking around feeding cherries to aunties, bro, and staring them in their soul, bro. It's just he's his own thing, you know?
And that Vegas residency,
come on now. Come on.
Is not to be played with.
It's a thing.
I think in the comparison of closer to Michael, yes. I don't think Bobby was off of that. You know what I mean? I don't think Bobby was off in that. But I do believe that as Chris stands in his greatness, Usher stands in his greatness as well.
I agree with that.
But I have a question.
That's just my opinion of it.
Will we ever, and maybe I missed it, so correct me if I'm wrong, but will we ever see the Michael Jackson tribute that was robbed from us? Because I know there was a time.
It's on YouTube.
He did it?
Like,
I think it's on
Chris
YouTube, the practice. The rehearsal.
Practice, okay.
So wait, here's the other thing I want to say, and it's funny that they talk about these Michael Jackson comparisons, right? Because really, the comparisons are not even close, right? And I say this personally because I was actually at a thing where I was with Tank and Chris showed up, right? It was actually in Chicago. You was there too.
Okay.
And that's when I realized nobody's even close to Michael Jackson. I mean, it's not even like, imagine if Michael Jackson would have showed up at a club in Chicago.
Right.
You would have had people passing out. You would have had, there would have been no room in the place. Like it's just not the same. They have you seen the video where they showed 200,000, like 100,000 people outside his hotel room? He wasn't even performing.
Right.
Like, I'm just saying, like, there was no social media back then.
Right.
All I'm saying is really, because people come out their mouth saying crazy shit. Like, oh, yeah, such and such is the same as Michael Jackson or better than Michael Jackson. Y'all need to stop.
Yeah, relax.
Stop.
Pull it back.
No one is even close. Not even close.
Where's my
I believe that Michael Jackson was an alien.
Well, you know he didn't boo-boo.
Man,
you know what I'm saying? He didn't boo-boo.
You know what?
We talked about that.
Listen.
Him and E.T. was definitely friends.
He was friends with E.T. He was absolutely friends with E.T. So we'll leave it at that.
Right.
The next thing we got, man, which I'm really excited about.
What you got,
man?
Man, they didn't green-lit Tommy Davidson to bring back Varnell Hill. Did you miss me?
Come on.
Man, you remember him on Martin, man?
Come on, man.
You remember Martin came out, tried to do Jodeci?
Yes.
Right there.
On the Varnell Hill show.
Oh, yeah.
I'm so, bro. This is my childhood, bro.
Yes.
Varnell Hill.
I'm excited because of the Masego moment, right? Can I get to them yams, man?
People don't realize all the things that came from just that segment, that character. That's what Martin asked him. He's like, listen, man, I'm not doing good. Show me how to get to the yams.
Man.
Right? And then Masego and them did a whole challenge, song, everything about that, bro.
Culture.
So
I did not know that's where that came from.
Yeah. So shout out to BET Plus for doing that,
Tommy
man.
Davidson,
Tommy Davidson, bro.
Hey, by the way, I flex. We were at Martin's 60th birthday party, me and him. I got Tommy Davidson to do the move with the neck. Hurt his neck. I got it on my phone.
You asked him to do the neck?
Yeah,
Please put that on Instagram immediately, bro. Please post that tomorrow.
I'm posting it tomorrow on our page.
Bro. We need that.
Me and Tommy Davidson and me talking to him and then him doing the neck move. I got it.
Hilarious.
It was crazy.
Hilarious. Only Bob. You went up to him in the party and said,
Jay knows. I will say anything.
But shout out to Martin Lawrence and Bentley Kyle Evans, who are executive producing it.
Oh, wow.
So it's going to be super.
So it's really a Martin thing.
Yeah.
It's really a Martin thing, man.
Yeah.
So just wanted to make sure we shouted them out.
That's that shit when Martin like, all right, so I'm not going to get out there with you, but I got you. You know what I'm saying? Call me. I'm going to tell you.
We're going to do it.
Whoa, I got you, bro. I love that covering.
Absolutely. And then let's get back to these lists.
Okay.
Right. One more time while we still on the things on the internet.
Stay in it.
So Tank. Tank has put up his. Let's say that first.
Right. Disclaimer.
He said, for me.
Okay.
His top R&B vocalist of all time.
Okay. This matters. Tank is
Tank is cold.
He's an animal.
Tank is cold.
Yeah.
And people all have who they think is missing or why is this person on there and their biases or what they think his bias may be, right? And I think we talked about Mount Rushmore of just artists. We talked about that. Who do y'all think as far as singers, R&B singers, vocalists?
You gotta say what it said. Like what was his criteria?
Oh, the criteria. Let me.
You gotta go over the criteria real quick.
Let me go to the criteria
because we want y'all to tap in and tell us too. Like
range,
dynamics,
control.
Okay.
And agility.
Okay.
So keep that in mind.
My issue, because I always got an issue.
Right.
My issue was, where is JoJo from Jodeci? He fits every criteria at the highest level.
I would agree.
Interesting.
He has range.
I would agree.
He has dynamics.
Yes, he does.
He has control and agility. He's not missing any of those things.
So he would be on your Mount Rushmore.
Mount Rushmore. Oh, you mean vocalist?
The vocalist. Yes, he would be.
No, it was more than 4 because Tank had.
Okay.
He had multiple people.
Yeah.
Got it.
And eventually he did an updated list. But to me, this is what was the omission, and I'm like, JoJo? No JoJo?
Because Jodeci, you know, if we're talking about Jodeci, we talking about their music. You know, I have a personal playlist. It's called Kosine's Juicing Joints. You see what I'm saying? There's no such fucking you know what I mean? There's no such thing without a Jodeci, you know what I'm saying, record or 6.
Okay, so who's one person? We'll do that. Who's one person that can't be left off the list to y'all? That don't always get mentioned. Don't give me the
no cookie cutter shit.
Yeah, I mean Stevie, yes. We know Stevie we know Donny Hathaway gonna be on there. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like who has to be on the list in your opinion?
Mario.
Mario was on there. He named Mario.
Okay.
He named Mario. Who has to be on yours?
I didn't see these guys on there. It has to be Mark Middleton. Mark Middleton from
Blackstreet.
Okay.
No, big girl.
Yeah.
Him. He's got to be on there, right?
Come on.
Was Avery on there?
Avery Wilson wasn't on there.
You got to have Avery on there. You got to have Avery on there.
That's at least 2 that I'm like, those full-blown furry animals when it comes to getting up there, agility, dynamics, all those things.
They can do all of those things.
In your chest voice.
At the highest level.
Yeah.
And I mean, Luke James.
You motherfucking right.
Come on, Luke James.
To me,
yes.
Luke James has to be on the all-time list of vocalists.
Yes. Because he has that timelessness about him where he can sing and give you that manly tone that's kind of been phased out of music and then go upstairs if you need to go upstairs.
I've watched people who had no idea who he was. Him get on the mic and they go, oh shit.
Yeah. Well, you saw Beyonce take him on tour out of nowhere.
There are not many people. You know what I'm saying? There are not many people who can just get up there. Nobody knows who you are.
Right.
Nobody's ever heard your songs.
And say, you'll never forget me after this.
The room shifts.
5 minutes, you'll never forget
James
me.
is one of those people.
Yeah.
1000%.
Oh, I got one, Jay. Glenn Lewis.
Come
on, Bobby.
Ooh, people don't know.
A monster.
They don't really know like that.
A monster.
Chest voice.
Man.
A monster.
I was just talking to Mark Byers not too long ago, and he was managing Dre and Vidal.
Okay.
While they had that run. They produced that whole, song, the album with Don't You Forget It and all of that.
Yeah.
And I just was like, damn, because Glenn Lewis is 1000% one of them ones, bro.
Yeah. And I need to ask Tank too, because he always say he in the Beehive. He didn't mention Beyonce
on his list. Did he have women on the list?
Yeah.
Or was it all?
There was women.
Yeah.
So who did he have?
Oh, actually, you know what? I take that back. I take that back. I see Beyonce's name.
Okay.
I'm about to say, Tank, they gonna kick you out the Beehive.
Yeah.
They gonna, because I'm reading the list. I'm like, he just had her in the middle somewhere.
Right.
Which is, it's not no first, second. I don't think it was
no specific
by order.
Was Brandy
in
in
that
there?
way.
Brandy got to be.
Brandy's in there. Brandy's in there.
Make
sure. So he got, I'm gonna say who Tank had on there.
Okay.
Stevie Wonder.
Yep.
Donny Hathaway.
Yep.
Luther Vandross.
Yep.
Stokely. Joe. Himself.
Of course.
Tank put himself in there in his own list. As
he should, Jay.
It's wild.
Jay.
When you say me in your list, I think it's kind of should be just expected. Like, okay, you're.
It's like the nigga that had the hair club for men where he was like,
I'm also a member.
Because he's on my list. Yeah. He's definitely on my list.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mine too.
But when I saw he put himself in his list, I said, oh, nigga, you wild.
And he out there on Broadway.
And he's on Broadway.
He's having a moment right now, bro.
He's on Broadway.
He's having a moment right now.
Usher Raymond. Chris Brown. Charlie Wilson.
Come on, Charlie.
Wanye Morris.
Yes.
KC.
Yes.
And Mario.
Okay.
For the men.
That's why he was pissed. He left JoJo off.
Yeah.
Ain't no JoJo. I get it. You put KC on, but I don't hold that against my brother.
Don't sleep on that.
Because he in there and he's in there with his brother.
Yeah. There's never a time in the Jodeci moment where he starts singing and you just kind of get mad a little bit and be like, dang, why didn't you just let him that never happened.
Never.
That never happened.
You're waiting for his part too.
Yes, you are.
You're waiting for his part too. And then on the women, he had Aretha Franklin, Shaka Khan.
Yes.
Celine Dion. I'd never known her to make R&B music, but
interesting.
Top R&B vocalist.
No,
I get it.
She shouldn't be on that.
Yeah, she should not.
Maybe Tina Marie
that's a party foul.
That is a party foul.
Tina Marie.
Tina Marie, yes.
Maybe
she didn't make it?
JoJo.
JoJo.
Come on now.
Hello.
You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
Tank, do you like JoJo's? Because you left out
Bojo. How about Tori Kelly? Was Tori Kelly on there?
Tori Kelly is black.
What does that mean?
No, I'm just saying because we was just talking about
Oh, okay.
the white soul.
Okay,
We was talking about the white soul.
Right.
I know you did. That's why I just told you.
I thought
Tori
she was
Kelly
white
black.
Mexican or
She got a
something.
black daddy. Get out of there.
For real?
Yes.
I never knew that.
I love her even more. Let's go, Tori.
Mariah Carey,
Mariah Carey.
Whitney Houston,
Yes.
Brandy,
Yes.
Jasmine Sullivan,
Yes.
Beyonce, who I didn't see the last time.
Okay.
And
who else?
play as fuck up. Fantasia,
Yes.
Yes.
Layla Hathaway.
Yes.
Yes.
Have you ever seen her make the harmony by herself?
Come on, bro.
Who does that?
Come on, bro. Layla is my friend in real life.
She a friend?
And you know
Can
Layla
Can you
Hathaway?
tell her your brother said hi?
I will.
You know
Love
Layla
Layla Hathaway, bro.
Wow.
Can you have her call me and do the harmony on the phone? Please, for my birthday, Jay.
Layla.
Hit it again. That's what I want.
Layla, this guy wants you to sing him happy birthday.
She does this, ooh, but it comes out 3-part harmony. I don't know. She's not real.
crazy.
That's alien.
Faith Evans
Faith. Yes.
and Kiki Wyatt.
Yes, Kiki.
That's you know what I mean?
Woo.
That's
Okay,
it.
so who got
That's it.
left off for the women?
JoJo.
Tori
JoJo
Kelly.
Cole.
He didn't say Tori Kelly either, right? Tori got
JoJo
left
Cole
off.
Yeah.
and Tina Marie's Cole.
Yeah.
Fire and Desire.
Yeah.
Use and abuse them.
No, Tina Marie got down.
In real life.
So yes.
I saw her live in concert. She wrecked me.
You wasn't ready?
Tina.
I wasn't ready.
Who, Tina?
I thought she was gonna be ass.
Nah.
Tina Marie wrecked me,
you was
bro.
tripping.
She killed it.
You're stripping.
Yeah, I was tripping.
So
Okay.
now we're gonna go to new music.
Come on, man.
Okay.
Our brother Leon Thomas just dropped another record. That's completely off of the new project.
Yeah.
Him and Haley.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's either Haley or Holly.
I think it's Haley.
Is it Haley?
Yeah.
This is the
Haley Bailey.
Haley Bailey sound right.
Haley Bailey.
Haley
We are
Bailey.
the kings of fucking people
Hey,
names.
man,
of
I'll tell you
shit.
what. If we wrong, somebody will fix us in the
Somebody
comments.
gonna tell
Yeah,
us.
the
Somebody
comments.
gonna tell us.
Haley
Haley
Bailey is great.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Rather Be Alone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a vibe to me. I
It is
like
a
it.
vibe.
I like it.
It's
a vibe.
different. It's
Yeah, and
different
it's-
from
and
his
it-
other stuff.
I feel like he's like telling people I have more.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I would agree with that.
I got different gear.
I can go deeper.
I can shoot with my left hand.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
That's what it feels like
You're
to
always
me.
gonna
Mhm.
get basketball knowledge from us.
Yeah, because Haley and her sister, they go in a different pocket. They're not just doing,
Straight up
regular
and down,
degular,
R&B,
straight
right.
edge. It's
Yeah.
got some texture, got some depth.
Yeah.
I took notes while I was listening to it. I said real relationship, emotion. Leon's trying to get out of there because he's a dog.
Okay.
Lyrically,
He's a mutt.
he's a dog. He's a mutt.
Mhm.
And he wants to be back in the streets. Haley is trying to keep that body count low in the song, and she's trying to stay classy and work it out.
Let me just say something real quick. Women, he just gave you a note. Keep your body count low.
Yes.
You must keep
Yes.
it low.
As a man who has a son,
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
young men,
Young men.
same to you.
Okay.
Same to you.
All right.
Same
all right,
to you.
All right.
And
He's right.
honestly,
Don't be double standard.
Protect who you are. Not even about
let
it
me
being
tell
a
you
double.
something.
Not even about it being a double standard. This whole thing about
This whole thing.
because I'm a man, I can be a hoe.
no, we were terribly misguided.
You're trash too, sir.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's right.
And-
He's right. I was trash. I was trash.
Somebody has to speak on it.
Same. No.
Right?
And I'm super glad that you said that because, especially where I'm from, we were terribly misguided,
Yeah.
right? If you said
Where all of us are from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
said if you had a girlfriend, it was just like, huh? Like just one? It's like you were looked
Right.
down upon.
Yes. Frowned upon.
Yeah, frowned upon. And then it just kind of forced you into this life of just
Go ahead. You can say it. Whoredom.
whoremongering is what's in our KJV scripture. You're a homemaker. You know what I'm saying? A woman just can't wake up and stab herself and make her a hoe. It takes a man, and so you're a whoremonger.
I've asked a woman before, like, how can y'all be this acceptable or this understanding?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like, you'll know this man has been the worst of the worst.
He's with 100 women.
So time out, man. Let's explain this, because you niggas is brothers.
Okay.
How is it that you are the most disciplined nigga of all time?
But not even about being. But not even about being. No, listen. I'm not gonna stand out here or sit here and say that I haven't done shit.
You just spray the city a little bit.
Yeah, but I'm very conscious of the shit I was on at one point too.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that I shouldn't be looked at times the same way. Right now, was I doing what my counterparts was doing? Absolutely not. I've always looked at myself as a prize. And I think that is the problem with young men. We are not. No one ever tells us, "Oh, you're special."
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Go to bed.
Yeah, go to bed. You're special. Go to bed. Yeah.
I never went to bed.
I still struggle to sleep a little bit sometimes. Nah.
Hey, Kos, you're special.
Go to bed.
Go to bed.
Go to bed. Go to bed.
Hey, tell me too. Oh my God.
Tell me too.
Well, I don't have to tell y'all now.
Tell me.
I don't have to tell y'all now.
The fact that your little brother is older than you technically, bro.
There are some things where he is way older than me.
Your little brother is older than you, like on some Dopey Minutes type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all niggas is crazy.
So yeah, man, the Rather Be Alone record is really dope. I love that he's just flexing his muscle and saying, listen, like I'm more than just this project. I know y'all love that project, because that's the other part in this industry too. When you do something great, because I feel like that Mutt project is great, people tell you, just do more of that.
Right.
I'm fine with him just being super talented.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I really like this record personally.
Bro, he's very versatile. There's levels to his talent, and he's a musician and a producer. Yeah. So it's like, there's no limit.
Yeah.
There's no limit.
So this next artist who has new music, I'm about to destroy the name because I don't know, and it's fit. And then I discovered it, and I'm like, oh, I gotta mention this in new music. I think it's Aquila?
Aquila? Keela?
Aquila.
AQYILA.
Aquila.
The way you say
I don't
that
know.
name,
It doesn't have that many syllables in it.
That's nasty work right there. That is nasty
I don't think
work.
it has that many
The song
syllables.
is fire, though.
But the song is fire.
Super
She has
fire.
a song called Sunshine that I love.
Yeah, it's a whole vibe.
It's a complete vibe, and I want to make sure we shout her out having new music. Please don't hold it against us for destroying your name.
Please tell us your name.
Me and this man be fucking
gonna get it
people
together.
names up.
Utilizing names.
We're going to get it together.
We're going to get it together. We're going to figure it out.
Jamaican and from Canada, Toronto, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, she's Canadian. Okay. Jamaican Canadian.
Yep. You go to her page. She got both the flags.
And I'm going to go with Aquila.
Okay.
I bet you it is Aquila.
Aquila, what you going to go with?
I'm going to start watching some interviews and getting these names better. I'm going to take the lead on this and just start watching the interviews.
Asked, what are you going to say? What's the name?
Achiliosity? Is it
Aquila and the B. Here we go. All right.
Achiliosity? No, we're gonna get this together.
Fine. All right, we're getting out of here.
What's next?
My brother, Pink Sweat's got a new record too.
Come on, man.
He got new music too, man.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
I'm always excited when I click on new music
From Pink
Sweat.
Sweat. Me
That
too.
motherfucking pen.
He's
serious.
really speaking from his heart.
He's Love Boy. I love it.
Super love boy.
Love Boy.
He out here with the afro, this curly afro. He got his new wife.
Come on.
He writing all the songs
Love,
about her.
bro.
Yo, bro.
And when I was reading them lyrics, I was thinking about that. I'm like, oh, he talking to Shorty. Because
For sure.
from a writer standpoint, I know what my songs were about when I wasn't in love.
Yeah.
And I know what my songs are about when I was fully in love.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Fully locked in, and you see it.
I'm going to tell you what he said. He said, I'm scared and I'm in love. Like, that's the most vulnerable place you could be.
Yeah.
If you're scared and in love, that means you have fully let go.
For sure.
I love it.
For sure.
Yeah.
That's where you got to be.
So I did the Coast to Connect thing and just really kind of fucked up the nigga day a little bit.
What you do?
I hit him. I'm like, yo, we gonna talk about your song. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't phrase it right. I was like, give me a drop, right? So that when y'all say, oh, what did you talk to Pink Sweats about today? But I said a drop. So I think he thought I was talking about like a radio drop. So he like, all right, what do you want me to say? Like, what's the state? Like, what are the words? And I was like, no. Like, how were you feeling when you wrote it? And I think it was just too late. He's like, I'm moving shit around the house, cuz like, and I just like,
He told you to get off his phone.
I'm fucking this nigga Pink Sweat's day up a little bit. Yeah. And then I put a question mark over what I said earlier.
And then he didn't respond no more?
And he's just like, but he was so gracious about it because he's like, maybe I'm tweaking.
He's such a nice guy.
Yeah, he's like, maybe I'm tweaking. I'm like, nah, I'm the tweakster here, buddy. But Pink Sweats.
Yes, Pink Sweats.
Yo, motherfucking, you are a gem. And I love how it's just a guitar and his voice. Yep. It's not a lot of vocal effects, delay, all of the shit that we do to shine stuff up. It is just talent, amazingness, like,
yeah.
Sheesh.
Yeah. No, he's special. He's special, man. Now let's get to the jams of the week.
Come on.
Hit it.
Come on.
Oh, man. Hey, you are moving slow, bro.
I was looking at my notes.
If you're going to control the drops, as you say.
It's only my second week.
Jam for me.
How you be doing that without warming
Bob
up?
the drop.
I don't have to.
We're gonna make Bob the drop.
Bob is a walking drop.
I live in the upper room, baby.
He's a walking
We're
drop.
gonna let Bob be the drop.
Yo, he does that without warming up.
So there's a girl. I think it's Juicy 2XS.
Nigga.
Or maybe Juicy 2 times.
I think it's Juicy 2 times.
Okay, Juicy 2 times. Juicy 2XS.
Her song is fire.
Juicy 2 times.
Juicy 2 times.
Juicy 2 times.
Yeah, Juicy 2 times.
She got a song and a viral clip.
Talk
Leave
about it.
my nigga alone.
Talk about it.
She says it's called Leave My Man Alone.
Yeah.
But it should be Leave My Nigga Alone.
It might as well be.
She said if her nigga sneeze, you bet not
bless
you
him.
bet not.
If he laugh, don't be. You better not be laughing.
If it's his birthday,
you better not.
Don't say happy birthday because why are you happy that he was born?
Yes, that's what I was trying to say. I'm listening to that and I am dying. Correct, but she got listen, and this is what we talked about, Jay. Like you were saying, her hair, her whole energy fits this vibe.
Yeah, we talked about that last week as far as the commitment.
Hit record.
I grew up with girls like that.
Smash.
I grew up with girls
like that in the bed.
Yeah.
Is that what they call it? Is that toxic R&B? What they call it, Jay?
Yeah, that's toxic
R&B.
Listen to me. That I'm gonna be honest. That shit reminds me of when R. Kelly would put songs. Like, what was the song he had with
Be careful.
Be careful.
Be careful.
What you say to me. You better be careful what you do to me.
Turn around.
That's what she.
But she telling the girls be careful about speaking on my man.
Yes.
So I had some mixed feelings when I listened to it, right?
Okay.
First listen, I listened to it. I said, oh shit, this is a fucking banger. Oh my God. But then when I started meditating on it, I'm like, she gonna accidentally whoop somebody's ass for no reason. Bless you. Somebody going to sleep, bro, over a bless you. Then I thought about it from a sexual standpoint. She slapping his ass. When it's going down, whose is it? Fat pal. She's reaching around and slapping his ass, bro. And he got to say, yours, Juicy 2 times. Yours. It's a...
You thought all of that in your mind?
It's a real I already see what's going on. Whose is it? She choking. She choking, bro.
She choking him?
What? She choking from the bottom. Nigga. Yeah, I was just like, whoa.
That's the whole picture you got in your mind from this.
Cause it's so
After
aggressive.
you meditated.
You know, cause I was sitting, I said, whoa, this might be.
Yeah, no, whoa is the.
You know what I'm saying?
Whoa.
Now,
yeah, whoa.
If you an aggressive man, you know what I'm saying? If you like a little tussle, that's right up your alley.
She do look like she would tussle. But here was funny. Did you see the comment? Somebody in the comment said after she said all that, her man is fighting the air.
Cause he definitely can't go nowhere.
We gonna get Coast out of this abuse that he's talking about. Get out of there. Just get out of there.
I see what's happening.
Then we just get out of there. And then we gonna go to our brother Mario.
Keep going.
Keep going.
Yes.
Mm.
Mario and James Fauntleroy.
James.
Oh, James?
Yeah.
James on the pen.
James wrote that.
Yeah, Mario and James wrote that.
James.
Yeah.
Let's go, James.
I really rock with that record.
I do too.
I rock with that record.
do
I think
too.
it's a good space for Mario.
Mm-hmm.
Vocally, he sounds great. You know what I'm saying? You got memorable parts of the song, got sing-alongs. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really fuck with this record. I think it's a great look for Mario in this space that he's in now with the resurgence of all the shit that he's been doing since Versus.
Right.
Yeah.
Because he's been kicking ass since
Ever
Versus.
since. Ever since.
The brother's been kicking ass.
Yeah.
We learned a lot with that, right? Because we had been hiding behind so much. In the studio, we're able to do so much. But on that Versus, and it's just you and the mic and them people, that man Mario
I think
showed.
Mario said, y'all niggas sound crazy.
Hey,
That's the one part that I heard. I was like,
hey.
You know, I never really saw the verse like that, but I saw clips the other day and I was like, wait, is that real?
oh yeah, it got tricky. It got tricky up there.
Oh my
It got
God.
tricky. I was there and then I left.
You was there?
Yeah, I left. Before,
I was there.
Before that,
I was
before
there
that,
too.
before that went down, I left.
Watch this. I was there and I forgot that I had a song with Omarion and Jeremiah. So while these niggas is performing my song, security is backstage saying, who the fuck are you? And one of the homies had told me, like, yo, why don't you come on back? So we all backstage kicking it. I'm like, nigga, I'm not famous outside. You know what I'm saying? You know me because you're in the industry.
Right.
So he like, nigga, you Kosine, nigga. Go to the door. Security like, oh yeah, you good.
Close
who are you?
the doors. Close the doors.
That's what they did to you?
Close the doors.
Security like, who are you? I was like, then I listened. I said, well, they're doing my song right now, sir. These niggas just looking at me like, and it took like 3-4 niggas to come backstage and get me on the goddamn stage. You didn't do this, man.
Wait, you stayed there until they brought you on stage? You didn't leave?
I didn't have nowhere to go. I was upstairs. I was there talking to Steve Payman, right? President, Chi-Town 2, president of Versus. But he's like, I'm going to enjoy the show. I was going to go out in the crowd.
You should have went with the guy who started.
The homie gassed me. He said, Coach, you Kosine, nigga.
I told you come to stage.
Got back there, security's like, I don't fucking know you, sir. No, it was your pass. I'm like, but they're singing my song right. I might be able to get out there right now if you turn them off. That's what happened, bro.
Turn them off.
Turn them off. That's what happened.
Another jam of the week is Yah Yah Domo.
Come on, baby. That was the wrong one. I didn't mean to. I hit no one.
Bro, you are fucking.
Look, I was looking for no one all this episode.
Excited, bro.
I was looking
so excited.
because I've been
Give me a nasty work, man.
I got the hoodie on.
No.
today.
Give me a nasty work, bro. Give me a nasty work, bro.
Nasty work.
Because what you doing with this drum machine tonight is nasty
It's
work,
on my
too.
second week, Jay.
I don't care. You were good at it last week. You only fucked up like once or twice. It's already 5 or 6 times tonight.
I think it's because I ain't smoking no weed.
Hey, where your sister at? Hey,
I
your
didn't
sister?
smoke.
Hey, Naomi.
Naomi. The
Help
niggas
this
on the
nigga
verge
out.
of getting fired. Naomi.
Hey, Naomi, next time, give him little sticky notes of where
That's what I'm gonna do next episode. I'm gonna write the sticky note so
Come
I
on,
know.
hit that nasty work
Here
again.
we go.
Now
that's
talk
what we
about
talking
it a little bit.
Let's
Talk
go,
about this
guys.
record, man, 'cause
All right.
that's a jam of the
Coast
week.
to
Come on,
Connect.
guys.
That's a
Come on,
motherfucking
guys.
jam.
Come on, guys.
Week.
Come
That's
on.
a jam.
Yeah,
Come on.
That is a jam.
Well, first and foremost, we're top 20 at radio.
20, baby. Let's go.
Independent. Okay.
Independent. Say that
Speak
again.
on it.
Indie.
Shout my brother Rocky, because he's the mastermind behind
Absolutely.
this. He was living in LA. Got his wife pregnant, left the business for 16 years.
Damn.
And then came back, got $3 million from Larry Jackson for his first artist.
You gonna just tell the man business?
$3
The
million.
$3 million? Sorry.
What's wrong with the $3 million? I like that.
This is his business, though. He want his business in the streets?
It's out there now, shit. Can't rewind it. Larry Jackson gave my dog the bag.
Gave him the bag.
For his first artist, he said, let me run this thing, Mike. You know what I'm saying? And then he called me to executive produce. I called the big homie Tanky.
Okay.
Tanky came down to Atlanta, shot the video, jumped on the song, took it out the galaxy.
Tank was from the beginning.
Oh yeah, of course.
Oh,
Of
because see,
course.
so I found a song from him, and I thought he got on it after it already came out. He was from the beginning.
No.
Oh,
Well, we dropped it, but that was always the plan. Because it's
Oh.
like, we need jet fuel.
okay.
And it's like, Coach,
That's smart.
Tank is your big bro.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and let me tell you, I got a lot of big bros in the industry. They don't just jump on people's songs.
Right.
And that's why Tank is a one-on-one. I'm all like, I don't play about my dog Tanky, man. From Man Cave on BET to working, like, he is just a real, ain't no extra Hollywood shit. All Coast, I'm getting this for a feature. You know, I get that too sometimes.
Yeah.
Yo, can you help me out, big homie? Well, you know, Coast, I get this for a feature. And I'd be
Those
like,
guys that are supposed to be your friends?
supposed to be my friends. And they say, well, I'm getting this for a feature. Tank don't be with none of that.
Your friends, what we're learning, me and Jay, is your friends are not really your friends. He be having songs and he'll call Chris Brown and Chris Brown will show up and knock it out in 30 minutes.
I saw that with my own eyes.
20 minutes, right? Maybe
I saw that with my own eyes.
Get in and out.
You know what I mean?
And Chris Brown is the biggest star in the world. So those niggas that be telling you that, they're not your real friends. So if you guys have done that to Kosine, you're not his real friends and you're some bullshit.
I got to reorder the roster and drop down the list because people like Tanky, people like Brother Breezy, they just handle business.
That's
so
right.
Now we're
If they like the record. If the record is trash, say the record is trash. I can't get on that.
And that's fair.
Yep.
That's fair.
Are y'all two done?
Yes.
Tell us about the song.
Jay, we talking about the song.
No, we're not.
It's top 20 at radio, Jay.
Okay, cool. But the actual song.
The actual song
is
a married couple, right? Yah Yah and Domo. They're married and it's toxic R&B. You know, I can't even, that opening line, I'll just let y'all go listen to. I'm added to it's already on the This Week in R&B playlist, but they swinging at each other. You wouldn't even know that they were together and in love when you listen to this song.
Okay, what I want to know, because, you know, I went off the deep end last time about this song.
Yep.
You guys will remember. I threatened my wife. How did this song even come about? Like, you know how, like, we, as a writer, I write from authentic situations a lot of times. So I don't know if this is authentic, but what I'm saying is, what sparked this?
Well, the name of the project is relationship counseling. So they had a retreat where they just invited, couples therapy. They had a retreat where they just invited a bunch of couples and everybody was talking about their shit and they was just doing this, doing this when they made the project. And I'm talking about, that's not just the only record. I mean, the entire project, and I'm not just saying this because I'm executive producing it, they're really doing a real thing. And we haven't seen a married couple in a while come together and just really go crazy with vocals. Dom is also a producer. So he produces, he starts the majority of the records. Him and Rocky write the record. Yah Yah comes in and just does her thing, and then I'm just a finisher. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just super blessed, super excited to be a part of this project for sure.
Super dope.
Yeah, I mean, thank you, Jay. Thank you, Jay.
Connect.
Thank you, Jay. You know.
Hey, man, I'll let you do your thing, man. They said I'd be cutting you off, man.
Come on, man.
Hey, y'all go check out Nasty Work, for real. Let's run that up.
Please.
We
you know, that's what I was speaking of. You saw Leon Thomas. It's number 16 on the Hot 100s.
As he should be.
That's R&B. Hey, I'm just saying. R&B don't be going to 16 all the time on the Hot 100s.
On Hot 100.
That's a big movement, a big moment.
Yeah, that's a crossover moment.
Shout out to the guys, man.
Yes.
Shout them out.
Yes.
Shout out to Easy Money. That's their label.
Yes.
And then another jam of the week, that's a record that we talked about as new music that has moved to a jam of the week, is J Don's Lullaby.
You motherfucking right.
It's moving.
Jam.
Let's go.
Right. It's a jam,
yes,
man.
It is. Yes,
when I'm listening to
Young
something multiple times in a week, that's why I'm looking at it. That's a jam of the week. That's what I'm on.
Okay.
But you know, I like your A&R pocket on this one, Jay, because you called this early. You know what I'm saying? You called it early. You spoke on J Don early. And to see him doing this, because he's active, he's on social media, he's doing all the things that you're supposed to do to get to that level. And you saw that, you had the vision on that, for real. You know what I'm saying?
I don't even look at it like a vision, bro. I look at it as it was just right there in front of me. Like to me, it's not even about me having a vision. I look at it and see I say to myself, how does everyone else not see this? Even from the beginning, I'm like, nobody's even in the space with him. Just him. And he has great songs.
But if I'm not mistaken, isn't he one of the first artists that ever performed on R&B Money? Because they came in.
The first.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
J Don and In Paradise.
People talk about artists and they don't share their platform. Like that's like what I was saying as far as like the features, right? Like that is damn near like giving that nigga a feature off early before the hype.
And it's going, and that clip has been going viral for him. Like that's just been moving. Those numbers are heavy for him when it comes to his performance on the podcast.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
It's a big deal to celebrate new artists early.
Well, we're not haters.
You know what I mean?
It's just that simple.
Church.
Like, we're not haters. Tank and I will open up the doors for talent. You know what I'm saying? And it's that simple.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? People are talking about what they would do. Well, what you should do.
Yeah.
If you have the opportunity to. And if you have the platform, and it can't be given to any and everybody. But when you see something special, why not?
You gotta fuck with it.
Why not?
You gotta fuck with it.
And I look at it like it's just a matter of time.
Yep.
Because everything I see or he sees, we can't just immediately, you know, I can put it on my story or I can do that, but I'm talking about where we give it a full platform, let somebody perform, bring somebody on the show, those type of things. It takes time. And sometimes people are, you know, impatient, but we're looking out for people.
Yeah, in a real way. In a real way.
Like, this is a real labor of love for us. You know what I'm saying? This is a cultural thing that we're doing to grow R&B music and continue to grow. I won't even say to grow it because it's already what it is, but to continue to grow it, to continue to add more platforms, to add more shows, more opportunity. You know what I'm saying? So for us, I just sum it up as we're not haters.
Right.
We're not haters, man.
Bro.
We want to give people their shot that deserve it. So he deserves it. I feel like he's proving it now. And he's important to the R&B ecosystem, in my opinion.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, them is the jams of the week. Now, classic R&B.
Come on.
What you got?
That I've been, you know what I mean, riding around to.
This be my shit, because y'all niggas be pulling out stuff that I forgot about. You know what I'm saying?
Yet.
Come on.
Last night.
Last night.
I was inside of you last night. So I put a little country twang on it. If I had a guitar, boy, while making love, what did he see?
The moon, the stars, all that.
The
mountains and the river. I saw heaven.
Woo.
Heaven.
When I made Sweet Love to You.
That was some,
that is Babyface, people. That is Kenneth Babyface Edmonds.
Yes.
Writing songs.
Yes.
I wonder what woman he wrote that about. I wonder what box.
Now you in his business.
What woman was he inside of?
What box?
Now you in his business. And now Bob is adding to being in that man's business. Let that man write his songs without y'all being in his business. Because now people going to go down the timeline.
You got...
And he may not want y'all to go down that timeline.
I'm just wondering, you can, bro, because... There's been plenty of times people that have been in boxes that didn't see shit.
No, you got to say it better. Who was his muse?
You see what I'm saying? Niggas have been in boxes and was mad that they got in there as soon as they got in there. They didn't see shit. They turned into Stevie Wonder. They turned into Stevie when they got in that thing. I can't see a goddamn thing.
He saw everything.
He saw everything. It was magical.
It was magical.
He got in there and started seeing.
Immaculate. Hey, what did Isley say? Woo. It was magical. It was immaculate.
Woo. As yet, guys, last night is a jam that I just can't get away from.
I bet you didn't know he used to be in Boyz II Men, did you?
Who?
The lead singer of As Yet.
Mark Nelson.
Really?
We be learning. We be learning him something all the time.
He was an original member.
He got kicked out?
Boyz II Men. No, he didn't.
Huh?
No, he didn't. Come on, Bob. Now, if you're gonna,
you sure?
No, he did
I heard
not.
he stole somebody's girl, man.
No,
shit.
No, he got a solo deal.
He was Flash.
Yes,
and
he was Flash.
He flashed.
Bob did made up a whole story. He stole a nigga girl and kicked him out. No, Bob.
That's what word on the streets was. The streets was wrong?
This is not the streets,
Okay,
Bob.
right.
We actually know the guys personally. Why would you listen to the streets?
Bob said it was about a...
The man, which is wild, they had their deal on the table, and then someone offered him a solo deal. And he was like, do I take my solo? Or do I stay in this group with four other niggas and wait till this happens? And he took his solo deal.
You have been on record.
That's a tough one.
You have been on record saying that artists can be some of the most unloyal, non-loyal people walking the face of the planet. And that's what that sounds like. That sounds like he skipped out on the brotherhood.
But it also sounds like when Jay said, he'd be like, yeah, I mean, like, we got to split it 4 ways. He was like, I don't want to split it 4 ways.
Technically, that would have been 5 ways.
I want to get my own.
Right. And you know, they ended up kicking out the deep voice guy.
Being able to see the future is tough.
Being able to see to the end of a thing.
Yeah, being able to see the future is tough. And, you know, people make decisions.
Making it in the music business is tough, right? Because like people that...
And that's why I believe that attributes to said artist, or not even saying one artist. I think that attributes to artists themselves being unloyal. Because they're going after opportunity because they never know if it's going to happen for them.
Yeah.
So they're going to go with the shiniest thing or the person they believe is going to help them get to this next point, either the super popular person or the executive or whoever got the extra $1,000 on top. Because you got to feed yourself too, right? So it's so many factors in that. And I think loyalty is tested in those situations. But back to Asher, because that's a whole nother conversation.
Right.
Last night, amazing record.
Amazing.
I also didn't know Babyface wrote that.
Yeah, Babyface wrote that. Yeah, they were signed to Yah Yah Domo. They were signed to his label that he had with his wife at the time, which kind of gives y'all the timeline of.
See how you just gave it up? Now we know who it was.
Now we know who's got Heaven Monkey.
It looks like that too. Heaven Monkey?
What the fuck?
Oh my goodness.
What? This shit is getting wilder by the week.
Oh yeah.
The next classic jam of the week, man, is Miguel Adorn.
Oh man.
Smash.
Smash. And I don't think Miguel gets enough credit.
I agree.
Agreed 1,000%.
Miguel will sing 90% of these niggas under the table.
Facts.
But 10% he's gonna go with him.
Yeah.
But 90% of these niggas?
Yep. And he's got a pen.
Scraping these niggas.
Y'all ready for this wild ass story? Y'all ready for this one?
I'm not sure.
Y'all been telling wild stories all day.
So here we go. So first of all,
is it gonna be a long story, short story?
I'll try to get to the point.
Okay.
I learned about Miguel from Keke Palmer.
Okay.
Right.
You know Keke Palmer?
Yeah. We working early on, and she told me about Miguel. I felt like she was a little too young to be telling me about Miguel, but I was happy as hell because it's Miguel. Then he comes in the studio the next day, and we work the next day.
Okay.
Right. We go to take a break because we just writing. He's a monster in the studio. Everybody got to use the bathroom, but he was in my studio, so I'm like, hey, go ahead, go first. Right. There's a piano outside of the bathroom. I'm playing the piano, just kind of fiddling, right? He's using the bathroom, comes out of the bathroom. I stop to go use the bathroom. He said, oh, keep playing that. Keep playing that. Nigga wrote a song while he was taking a piss. Verse, hook, whole shit while I was just fiddling on the piano,
so what
bro.
you were doing on the piano? Wow.
Said, what do you mean? And sang it down.
Song was dope?
Fire. Fire. That was similar to like what I say, like the Priscilla Renee. Those are two people where it's like, how?
Right.
How?
Yeah, no, Miguel's special.
So do you remember when we used to host R&B Live and he wasn't like huge yet, but remember he came and performed at our R&B Live? He was with us.
I didn't.
I love when y'all niggas do that, man.
I never hosted R&B Live.
We were a production team, and Song Dynasty would host R&B Live.
We did?
Yes.
You mean Tank would host R&B Live?
We all were there every night. Every time we did it.
You know I hate all kind of like
but you would be
that
there.
type of shit. So
I'm just saying, do you remember when he came through there and killed?
No.
You don't?
No, I don't.
Maybe he didn't come.
Who remembers?
Maybe he didn't come.
Maybe we were three of us. Anyway,
I'm pretty sure I wasn't there.
I was
But
just saying
okay.
that to say we used to host it on Sunset. He came through there and he was super polished, and like his songs wasn't big yet, and he was super dope. Sang his face off, like, and I just remember us all sitting there like, damn, he's
cold.
What he said,
And it's on cue.
yeah, yeah.
Every time I've seen him grab a mic at any event, somebody bring him on stage, anything, he don't need no cut. Ain't nothing. He don't need nothing.
Yeah.
He don't need nothing.
It's just that. I got a song with him and Ludacris called Real Good Lovin', right? Written by the late Aaron Michael Cox. And I remember when I played this idea for Shaka listened to the song for all of 4 seconds, called Miguel. Miguel pulls up to the studio, doesn't need an engineer. That always, to me, just blows me away when they're like, nah, I got it. Bring the mic in the booth. I'll sit at the board myself and record myself, mix the whole shit.
Oh, wow.
Yo, Miguel he's a titan, bro. He's a fucking titan.
He's special. And we love the song Adorn. Back to Adorn.
Yes.
Damn right.
Because these two niggas, they just go off and have.
Jay, we're having a good time.
Well,
These
Jay,
guys
do your
are-
drive and keep us.
I'm trying.
Reel us in, Jay.
I'm trying.
Tell us
but
to get out of there.
This nigga Coach is talking about nigga going to the bathroom,
Pissing and writing.
pissing and writing. Bob, like, you don't remember you was there? I wasn't there.
He was there.
I was definitely not
He was
there.
there.
He said, who saw that?
Niggas know I don't go out. No one.
No one. Who remembers that?
These two niggas, man. Bob's been out in the streets.
You been
Bob,
outside?
So I think somebody
has been pulling up.
But I need a new name because
Bobby Pull Up.
I'm now the This Week in R&B reporter.
Bobby Pull Up.
Yeah,
I'm
live.
I'm also
From the performance, I am Bobby the Truth, reporting live from...
Bobby the Pull Up. Yes, let's talk about it, Jay.
Bobby the Pull-Up. So,
Yes.
You hit me after,
Yes,
a
yes.
couple of your excursions
I
out in
did,
these streets.
yes, come on.
And you went to go see Will Giddens.
Will Giddens.
Young R&B brother who wrote Slow.
Bro,
That's
I didn't
right.
know that.
You know what I'm saying?
right.
Didn't know
That's
that.
right.
Yeah.
That's right.
But go ahead, tell us about Will, man.
Bro, so I actually took wifey.
Okay.
Took wifey. It was, I used it as a date night, get some points, maybe get lucky later.
There you go, buddy.
Okay.
And it was special.
Wait, y'all two married. You gotta get lucky?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You still gotta get lucky?
Yes.
Oh, man.
You get married?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
I'm
If you
gonna
got-
tell you
it's your
about this
wifey.
real quick.
Okay,
Mhm.
okay.
Because there's kids.
That's what I was going straight
There's
to.
food.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
she has to do. There's a lot of things she's doing. So, ladies, I want to give y'all props. There's a lot of things she's doing, and I'm never tired. So there's a lot of stuff she's doing. I'm tapping on her head, tapping on her butt, doing a little humping, all kind of stuff to try to get lucky, right? So I'm just gonna keep it 1,000.
And taking her to shows.
And taking her to shows, dinner, all that, Jay. I'm dating.
Yeah.
You got a date. You know what I'm saying? Date.
You gotta continue
So,
to date.
Yes. So we took on a date. It was at the Resident downtown, the Art District. Super dope, like dope vibe. He packed that thing out too.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna say. Like independent. Because at first, I got there early. I got the VIP joint. The Kosine got him on the FaceTime.
Coast to
We had to
Connect.
get Will on the FaceTime because I hit him on the DM, and then so Coast to
That's
Connect was
what
like,
they
"Guess
said.
He
what?"
left you on red?
He kind of left me on the red, and when
Hey, Will, hold on, the timeout. Don't leave my brother on red.
yeah,
We
yeah.
don't do that around here. I won't leave your brother on red.
Yeah.
Don't leave my motherfucking brother on
And that's
red,
basically
okay?
what I
See?
said.
That is what he
I'm
said.
saying? It's Bobby-
Okay.
It's my brother
Jay,
as
what's so
well.
funny? Because me and him was just we was doing stuff for our show, right?
Yeah.
And then when I told him what was happening, he was like, "Wait, hold on, hold on. Watch what Coast to Connect about to
Him
do."
and his brother, good guys too.
Got
I'm
the
gonna put
nigga-
that up there.
got
I'm
the
gonna put that
sure.
out there. They
Got the
good
nigga on
guys.
the
For
face.
sure.
So again, you never know how things are connected. So I love how
Yeah.
you just did that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Coast did that in 30 seconds. Jay.
Yeah.
Like, oh, wait, hold on,
Immediately.
Bob. Watch what I'm about to do. So he starts stuttering and shit. Like, well, I didn't know. Like he's like, yeah, bro, take care of my guy. Like
in
what?
the mob.
So I also he gave us a VIP, but I also support it because I support R&B. I want y'all
Of
to know
course,
that. Like
of
that's the
course.
thing. Again, only from Jay. I'm only looking for free stuff all the time from Jay. But I will support. I'm just saying, like I support it. So I
Yeah.
support
Yeah.
it. We went down there. Yo, listen. So this is what I critique too. That's what I'm gonna say. Like his voice is so special. Like he's got such a great tone. Him and the acoustic is a special. Now to me, when he gets the band and the basses, now he's fighting against some of the music, and I do that too because my instrument is such a trouble. Like it's got more trouble than bass in it, right? But you know what I'm talking about. So I'm listening to songs is playing. I'm like, he kind of fighting again. It sounded good. So don't get me wrong. But he fights against the music when it's a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
But when he get with that acoustic, just him and that acoustic,
Special.
it's special.
Special.
Yeah.
It's special. I'm also gonna say this because I keep it 1,000. When you're an artist, and I'm telling all the young artists this, and you get known, and you blow up on the internet from singing these massive hit records, be careful because then it becomes hard for your audience to hear your own songs, and then it's hard for you to pop off. Sometimes, you know what I mean? Because he's got good songs too. You know what I mean? But that was my take from that.
Yeah.
Right? Will Giddens was special. His voice is special. He's super polished. The songs are dope.
Yeah.
But be careful when you do those big covers.
No, I
Absolutely.
mean, shit. You just gave me my homework then. So Will, let's go ahead and get a banger of your own that we can just go ahead and just move with the people and just elbow motherfuckers in the chin.
And on that note too, Will, I think you come visit the Valentine, man. Come and play him some of your records. He's an amazing A&R guy.
Goddamn right.
He knows
Appreciate that.
his ears are great, and he doesn't like anything. So he's definitely not gonna bullshit you, Will.
Yep.
He's gonna keep it 100 with you.
I love how you just offering my services, but I ain't
Yeah, somebody pull up on the Valentine.
You got to.
No, you don't have to.
But here's what's funny. If he if they call him and he don't want to do it, he's just gonna say no.
He's gonna say no right
he's
away.
busy.
But I fuck
Or he might not answer the phone.
I fuck with no. I always answer the phone. I always answer the phone. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely.
If they have your number.
And I tell them how I feel when I answer the phone.
I love it.
See, he like doing that shit a little bit.
No, it's not about like. No. What I learned a long time ago is, and I said this on the podcast, you make your no as fast as you make your yes. You don't drag nobody along. Niggas don't gotta chase me. If I like something, I'm gonna tell you I like it. If I don't, I'm gonna tell you I don't like it. And it's just that simple. Yeah. And you will respect my opinion, and you can move on from that.
Yeah, and no, that's super respectable because a lot of niggas is gonna bullshit you. Or just sit there and kind of have you in this space where you like, what the fuck is going on?
I don't have time for that. I gotta take my son to his workouts. I gotta take my daughter to her soccer games.
Right.
Like I have no time to play any of those type of games. So, but no, I fuck with Will. I think Will is an incredible artist. I think he's a great writer. I love his voice, his guitar playing, the whole thing. So I'm a fan. I
got one more note for Will.
Okay.
Will, take a page out of Brian McKnight's page, bro. You are that kind of artist, bro. Brian McKnight had a body of work. And I think you listen to Brian McKnight when he did his thing. Yeah. By the way, he's still doing 90 shows a year.
Yeah.
Getting a bag.
Super bag.
And when he goes live, he goes crazy.
Yeah, last time I seen him, he was in a Rolls Royce.
Hello? Hello, somebody?
Big Rolls Royce. You know, they don't really make little ones. They don't even make little Rolls Royces. They all handmade.
So we got real notes for guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And Another, you put up on a showcase.
Yeah.
Quality Control had a showcase. Brandra, you know, Simone, they hit me and they was like, listen, somebody got to show up from this week in R&B.
Yeah.
I'm going to need somebody there. I'm going to need somebody to be there. And Bob said, I'm going.
Bob, you held us down.
Bob held us down.
I was outside.
Yeah, Bob was outside. Bobby outside. Bobby pull up, Bobby outside.
This was at the Peppermint.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Jay told him I was coming. When I got there, they showed me mad love, super easy. I got out there. You know what I'm saying? I got me a little glass of wine.
No security harassing you at the door saying, who are you? And none of that shit?
As soon as I said Bobby Newt, I was in the door.
Church.
That's how he roll.
You know, Simone and Brandra gonna take care of you.
You know what I'm saying? So I get in there, you know, the Coach K and them was on the stage. Yeah. And then they brought they said, hey, we people don't know we trying to do something different right now. I thought, oh wow, they on some R&B, right? And so right when I got in there, EJ Jones was already on the stage and listened to me. I told him, I am saying it right now, he is like a young KC Haley, bro.
Word.
He can what's that called? He can cackle or gargle. What did Eddie Kane call it? Nigga, like what?
Yeah, he got that soulful timeless.
Yeah, he was what? I'm talking about all night though. Yeah. Like every
young fella
song,
too. Young fella. Yeah.
He's got that old spirit about him.
What? Yeah. Easy cooking, right?
Like he been here before,
bro.
Huh?
He was cooking. Like I was like, oh damn. Only thing I want to say is this. Like I feel like, and I said this to Ethiopia. I said. What I think they need to do is they need to mix it because right now he's singing to the aunties. Like his thing is super old school. That you know what I mean? Almost I don't know if it's Midwest two-step or whatever they call it. Like super country old school. But I think you take that vibe and you put them drums under it.
Right.
You give it some 808s. Give it some. He's what he got to be 22, 20. He's young.
21, I think.
You got to go get the young girls too.
Yeah.
Don't age him too fast. Don't age him too fast.
My daughter, she loved music. She don't even know who EJ Jones is, but if he had a record that he was killing like that with some 808 drums on it that could go on TikTok, he'd be out of here.
Right.
And the other thing I didn't like, so what's the other girl's name? Do you remember? Because it was two people. Like Shamala or...
I'm not sure.
So they featured another girl. He actually opened.
Okay.
I actually thought it should have been the other way around.
Okay.
Wow.
The other girl was more, like, I guess they probably looking at it like, she probably can cross over.
Okay.
But he's too big to be, dude is special. Like what I'm saying is he's ready with some records, he's ready to headline. And for R&B, he could really be a guy. If he gets, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Some songs don't make don't make him too fast like Anthony Hamilton, because that's what can happen. If they, you know what I mean, it only stay neo soul. It'll never, you know what I mean? Because Anthony Hamilton has to have some big records.
What do you think about? I don't know nothing, right? I'm just listening. What do you think about if like him and Friday collabed?
That could be fire.
You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like Fridays, man,
I love that.
He has such a progressive sound, but he still maintains this level of soul.
Yeah.
That could kind of be fly.
I like that.
Yeah.
I do like that.
I mean, I think now in this new age of collaboration, I think they should try it.
Yes.
They should, they should at least give it a shot. It's not this is my artist and we only do things over here time anymore.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Now you have multiple, especially the youngs. They really get in together and they really rock out. So I would love to see him do music with a Friday. I would love to see his voice next to a her. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, just that vibe, or a Coco, or, you know what I mean, Ari Lennox. You know what I mean? Like, I would love to hear him and hear what him and Pink Sweats would come up with. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know.
I even throw out Daniel Caesar.
For sure.
Daniel Caesar
right?
came out.
Yeah. I love the young fella's voice, man. I think he's super dope.
Yeah.
And I'm rooting for him.
Me
I think
too.
he's next in line as like the R&B soul. Wow. You see, I said R&B soul. It's they go together, people. We mentioned that earlier when y'all tried to just say that James Brown was just the Godfather of soul. You know, R&B and soul go together. Yes, it's you know, they're family.
Cousins.
Man, definitely family. So what else? Something I saw that I'm really excited about, and they're calling it Uncella.
Uncella.
They calling it Uncella. It's the cookout tour.
Yeah.
But they calling it Uncella. It's Charlie Wilson.
Yes.
Charlie Wilson.
Babyface.
Come on.
Yes.
El DeBar.
Yes.
And Mr. Who Yeah himself, Casey Haley.
Yes.
There we go.
It's Live Nation Urban, so shout out to Sean G and Mari.
Sean G.
Doing their thing, but I'm very excited for Uncella. I think they need the wristbands and everything that say Uncella.
Yeah.
You know, I want a wristband.
I do too.
I want an Uncella wristband.
I feel like that's going to be auntie and grandma heaven.
They're going to two-step.
They're going to two-step. They're going to lose a little bit of their religion. Don't be surprised if you see.
Not surprise.
You know, auntie and them
ain't no surprises about that. You're going to realize how nasty your auntie really was.
Oh, man.
You're going to be like, auntie was a freak.
Let me tell you something. I was riding in the car with my mama one time, and my mom, I was Music Soul Child covered Something in the Rain. And I saw my mama acting different driving. I said, hey, mama, what you doing? She said, Marco, they used to play this in Panama. And that's when you hold them tight. And put our arms up. I said, hold them tight.
Hold them tight.
I like it. I like it.
You about to see aunties and grandmas.
Hold them tight.
Hold them tight. What?
So listen, I can't wait for that. Uncle Charlie is one of my favorite singers of all time, and Babyface is my favorite songwriter of all time. And El DeBarge
is El DeBarge.
Jay knows. I'm a Switch guy. He's the brother of Bobby DeBarge, who is one of my favorite singers
Bobby,
of all
little brother.
time.
It's Bobby and Bunny.
Y'all be feeling seen when y'all see them niggas, because them curly head singing niggas, y'all get to brush y'all hair back together. Y'all feel seen.
No,
we're different.
Yeah, I'm not a DeBarge.
Yeah, we're a different breed.
But y'all are. It's like y'all like walking anomalies, right? You think, oh man, look at this guy, man. But y'all are full goons. The DeBarges are the same.
No, they're full goons, but they're
goons.
Yeah. Okay, I see. Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
I see. Okay, I see what you're doing there.
Yeah, but I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
No. I was just saying, and then KC, bro, like that. Listen to me.
Why no JoJo? What's going on with JoJo?
I'm ready for that.
Why is it just KC?
I think he's just doing, I think it's probably solo artists doing their thing. I think. I don't know.
Yeah.
I would have to ask KC.
Yeah, we out.
But I think when they go out as Jodeci.
Right.
Got it.
I think, you know what I mean? I think if it's multiple guys,
so does he have any Casey solo songs, or is he gonna be singing Jodeci songs? Just his verses?
I think he's gonna probably sing Jodeci songs. And If You Think You're Lonely Now,
Casey and JoJo,
and Casey and JoJo songs.
Yeah.
Got it.
And maybe a Tupac. Ooh, it's Casey, baby.
I can't hit that.
Yeah.
Didn't he have one from can he sing the Life song, right? Was that
sing
it?
Live?
Yeah.
And then he gonna sing, love the way you play us ball.
Hey,
every day we have to ball. Every day.
Oh, y'all always
Give it to us. Tell me if it's true or false.
Yeah. Yeah, baby.
Shout out to E40 and Too Short, man. Shout out to E40 and Too Short, man.
baby.
Yeah, yeah.
Too cheesy.
So, yeah, they got Chella coming, man, and I'm very excited about it.
That's gonna be fly. That's gonna be fly.
So, I already know Coast don't have his ready, so I'm gonna go to you first.
Yeah.
That's disrespectful.
Okay, hold on. Let me, come on, Jay. Let me.
You should Bobby readers.
Look, because what if I
Ladies
get
and gentlemen.
mine?
Big readers.
Ladies and gentlemen,
They're here.
Bobby Readers is back.
People love that, man. This is the segment. The glass switch off is amazing. Let's go.
Bob has put on his let me get a shot nephews.
Man, I told them, man, I was going.
All right, what are you doing now?
Bob then brought the readers back.
I brought them back, baby.
Well, I'm ready before.
Go ahead.
Oh, you ready?
Yeah.
Oh,
shit.
See how
Hey, get down, man.
You see, as soon as you think,
get down,
as soon
man.
as you think you know somebody, okay,
You don't know shit. I don't know shit.
Salt.
Okay.
Yeah.
Salt.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Put the world on that don't know.
Yeah. And I didn't know that lead singer was Cleo.
She was
Cleo
part of
Salt.
Yeah, she was part of Salt. Yeah,
Did not know she was in this band.
Okay.
They have a song, L.U.
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 Okay.
Yeah, no, they got some projects. You got to really do a deep dive.
Yeah.
They're dope. Salt is really dope.
Okay, so you still going?
Well, I just want to say that.
No,
I just want to say that I really do love this part because again, I've said this before, but this is really allowing me to be a fan again, man. You know what I'm saying? To do this, to put me on, because that's work. Yeah. You got to go and dig and see what's touching your heart. Yes. All these songs are very saturated. You get one joint. You know what I'm saying? So I really love this part of you. I'm passing.
Yeah,
the ball.
I you know, shout out to my brother, man, because I was under a rock. You know what I mean?
You're not under the rock no more.
I'm not under the rock.
You know what I mean?
Now,
Plymouth Rock did not land on you.
No, I landed on Plymouth Rock.
Yeah. He was looking he forgot. No, he was looking for one.
So
I didn't know which one.
So no, I was just saying like this show, man. I mean, I know like for a lot of y'all, we putting y'all on and stuff, and it's therapy for y'all, but it's therapy for us too.
Absolutely.
Like we are fans. We are like there's so much music and so many talented people.
Yeah.
And I be telling people, and I know y'all do too. They be sending me DMs now, like people they want us to talk about and show, and we appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? Like I want y'all to know that. And when we shout people out, they hit us. Like yo,
keep those comments coming.
Yes.
Yeah.
So. My person for putting me on to something is El Mean. I think that's how you say it. El Mean. And he has an EP called For the Deported.
Okay.
And I think he's Sudanese from Sudan and also British.
Okay.
And he's kind of like Flower Childy, like he's poetry.
No, he's special.
He'll give you that cold false.
Yeah.
He got, you know what I mean? Very earthy, very vibey, fire.
We gotta find people that Jay don't know about. Cause quietly, we be putting people on, but we not putting Jay on.
No, but y'all gotta just put them on something.
We know about the people. The people getting put on, but still,
I really be tapped in.
Yeah, you do be tapped in.
I be tapped in.
So like, we gotta pay attention.
I really be tapped in.
When
I know all the gangster rappers too. I know.
This nigga Jay.
Look, I know all the little pistol starters. I know all of that too. I'm with. Listen, I love music, bro. I really do love music. And shout out before I get to mine. Shout out to Candy Burris.
Yes.
She shouted the show out.
Yo.
You know what I mean? Because Bob put on her group. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Siren with a P.
Siren with a P. You know what I mean? Like, so shout Candy out, man. That, you know, people watching. They paying attention to what we doing, what we talking about.
Watch what I got for her. Just like candy.
That's what you got for her?
Oh.
What you got for her?
Yeah.
Shout out to Candy Burris, though, man. I saw the post. She shouted out This Week in R&B.
That's dope.
We appreciate that, and we're going to continue to show love to all the people that's showing love to us. Come on, Jay. Put me on something this week.
Come on, Jay.
Is this young man, he's amazing, bro. He's really, really talented. I actually saw him perform live at the Ebony 100. Okay. You know what I mean? Because, you know, me and Tank we made the Ebony Power 100.
Come on.
Hey, man.
We made the Ebony. We made it.
That's a big fucking deal. That's a big fucking deal.
We made it. Shout out to Ebony. Shout out to Ebony.
Yeah.
Salute.
And shout out to Tasha Stout as well, you know, who does publicity for us. You know, you are very much appreciated. And when I was there was a young man named Duran Bernard.
Bernard.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you know how when somebody jumps on stage, you're like, He about to be on.
Right.
Because he got his full star kit on. He got the killer kit on, right?
Yeah.
And then he starts singing. And I'm like, oh shit.
Okay.
This nigga cold.
Right.
Yeah.
And then he says, this is what he says when he sings.
Come on,
give
me the lyrics.
He got a song called Mango Butter.
What is it?
Mango Butter.
Mango butter.
He said, I'm a bad bitch and that nigga. I said, yeah?
Okay. Okay.
Are you all that?
Hey.
Give it to him one more time. He
I
said
respect
what?
it.
Wait, what'd he say?
That he was a bad bitch and that nigga. And he says this at the Ebony Power 100. You know what type of people are in the Ebony Power 100? Some very astute people.
Hoity-toity.
Some hoity-toities.
Yeah.
Some hoity-toities in there. You know what I mean? And so me, I'm looking around the room.
How do you feel about what he just said?
Are y'all offended? Because I'm not. I think this shit is fucking great. Talk your shit, nigga. Talk your shit. But he's singing his ass off.
What?
Like, I can only liken it to like a male Shaka Khan.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
I'm talking about the funk and the soul in his voice, the range. And then I'm like, I looked up the music and see what he on. Nigga, he's singing with Erykah Badu.
Yeah.
He on Tiny Desk. He cooking.
Yeah.
He outside.
So I'm sure I'm not putting everyone on, but there's certain people who haven't heard this young man yet.
Yeah.
He is the truth.
Yeah.
He got a new project called Bloom that he just put out. New album, but nigga, I fuck with him.
Talent.
I fuck with him.
Talent
I
is
fuck
talent.
with him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That lyric is a bar though, by the way. It's a bar.
And shout out to my homegirl Mel, because she doing all the creative direction with him. I done tapped in now. I'm like, oh shit, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, I've never heard that. I've never
That lyric.
That's very
that is a
original.
first time lyric. Very original.
Very original.
I couldn't forget it.
No.
I couldn't forget it. Stuck out.
Here we go.
Yep.
So shout out to that young brother, man. I'm a fan of the music. I would love to put more people onto it. I want them to hear all the music that we have coming from this space.
Yes.
You know what I mean? This is an inclusive space.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, we're fans of the music.
Yes,
like,
we
we're
are.
really tapped in and we're really diving into who's doing cool shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, hey, man, this is episode 6 for us.
Episode 6, baby.
This episode 6,
getting
man.
at this.
And, we just want to thank everybody for tuning in. Listen, continue to like, subscribe, and comment. And follow me at jvalentine.
Bobby Newt 74.
Okay. Kosine with a K. Kosine.
Because remember, he a relative. He's
Here you go
Inglewood
with the
Coast
gang,
now.
man.
Inglewood
So he put
Coast.
the coast on the K on the coast.
I am a
Because his name is Marcos, but that's spelled with a C. I know it because
Marcos.
But we did the Phi Nu Pi in college. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, he
So
He's a college guy.
he a Kappa.
Noopies,
He's a
the
Kappa.
Kappas,
I do the thing with the twirl and the whole
Come on
thing.
now, Jay. Come on now,
You
Jay.
gotta bring your whole shit one day.
Bring the whole kid, man.
Bring your whole killer kid. The candy cane, man.
You know who just joined and is on the
candy cane,
internet
man.
doing that? Lance Gross.
No, he ain't just joined. He been in the Kappa for 20 years, bro.
No.
Yes.
Lance Gross is alumni.
No, he
just came through.
He became a Kappa at Howard, bro. Don't do that to my partner.
No, well, let's unpack it.
Don't do that. So you saying he became a Kappa last week?
Like in the last 2 years.
No. No.
Last 2 years,
Want to bet
alumni.
$100? Just bet
$100, man.
Bet me 100.
Bet
Bet me 100.
$100, man. I don't remember him doing
So
no
as
college
we turn
gang
these
bang.
cameras off, I'm about to call
FaceTime that nigga.
my partner. Because I know it's been longer than 2 years. And he owes me $100, guys.
We gonna see.
So we'll see y'all next week. This week in R&B. This is episode 6. I'm with my brothers and we having a good ass time. Make sure y'all tap in with us next week.
Salute.
This week in R&B.